Alright guys, new day, new hunt. I have gotten re-permission. I've re-gotten the permission on a house that I had started once and was asked to leave. Long story, I'll explain that a little bit later on, but this is the yellow house that I did about 2 years ago. I found a barber half, a barber quarter, and a barber dime, a large cent in here, some Indians in the front yard. I had done this front yard, and then the lady came home, changed her mind about permission, and I never got to do in the back. She sold the house this year, and I was able to talk to the new owners, and they're allowing me to go ahead and do the yard. So I'm going to sweep across the front really quick with the new Simplex, only because I did this with the Garrett a long time ago. See if I missed anything and start on the side. So hopefully we'll see you on the first find. This yard was fantastic in the front, so I'm hoping for some good finds here. All right, see you on the next. All right, first target. I was just going over some of the stuff that I went over the first time I was here, just kind of quick running over it, but did find a nickel that I missed. It's gonna be a 1909 V nickel. Get that cleaned up, see it better in the wrap up, but all right, not bad start. Like I said, I already did this section through here, but ended up picking up that nickel. So as they say, you know, nobody finds everything, and no place is ever hunted out. Well, I went over this a couple years ago and missed that. So all right, see you on the next. All right, next signal. It was kind of coming up a little bit squeaky, but I don't know if you can see. There's a silver dime down in the hole. Don't know what it is yet. Looks like probably going to be a Merc. Yep. Just going to rub that. 1935. Cool. All right. So first silver on this new trip back. We'll take it. So got an old nickel and now an old dime. All right, see you on the next. All right, just hit a semi-decent signal, and turns out it's gonna be another silver dime, and this is old, but when I dug it up, I whacked it. But it's pretty worn out. It's gonna be a barber. Oops, sorry if we can get it to focus there. Yeah. Looks like 1904. Mad that I whacked it, but it's not in that great a shape to begin with, so oh well. I've gone through this entire side yard, and that whole area, it kind of dips down. And I'm pretty sure that this whole side yard was used as a dump. There's a lot of coal ash, there's burned soil, there's coal, tons and tons of iron in there. Actually a little bit disappointed that this whole side just turned out to be nothing but just, my machine was going crazy, and a lot of it was like foil, mason jar lids, things like that. So I'm hoping that the backyard is a little bit better, but I still got a little bit left to the side, and we'll see how that goes. But all right, got another silver, so we're doing good. See you on the next. All right, went all the way around the back, and same deal back there. Lots of fill, lots of signals, a lot of iron, a lot of scrap. I don't know if they took dirt out of there, but it looks like a lot of that yard was filled in with just junk. But came back out front and picked this up, a little relic. Just a little, like a brass tag, but it has a number 20 on it. That's it. Not sure what that would have been, if that was a key tag or something. Not sure how old it is, but little relic, we'll take it. All right, I'm going to continue a little bit more, cover some of the areas that I already did, just go a different way just to be sure, and see what happens from there. So hopefully we'll see you on the next. If not, catch you on the wrap. Hey, what's up, guys? Starting a new hunt today. I just got permission on this house. On the left side there is the original, and on the right was an addition that was built in the 40s. So people said I can go ahead and detect, so we're gonna see what we can find. There's a lot of room in the front. There's some out here by a barn, but I'll show you more as we go along. Hopefully we'll see you on the first find. All right, first find. I usually don't film wheat pennies, but I just hit a spill. Look at all them weeds. You can actually see there's an impression from one, but 6 wheat pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think there's any more. I kind of checked the whole bit, but hey, that's not a bad start. 6 wheat pennies in one shot. All right, hopefully it's a good sign. There'll be more. I can actually do this whole meadow, and I'll show you the front of the house when I get around there. I can't actually go there yet until the guy is working, and he's working from home. So I gotta wait about another 20 minutes before I can go do the front of the house, because he's got dogs and they bark. So, but all right, hopefully we'll see you on something else. All right, been a little while. I've been going over this front yard, and unfortunately I think a lot of it is topsoil. I got a little bit of black dirt against the wall, but all of this, every signal I got was not too deep. Modern coins, and it's like that chocolate color. I did find just now, I got a military button. Looks like it's going to be a U.S. Navy button. You got the eagle clutching the anchor there. It's a 2-piece, and it's got an iron back that's rusted out, so I'm not sure how old that is. If I had to guess, I don't know, maybe World War I or II. But at least it's a find. I mean, this house shows up on the 1890s map, and you can see it's part of the old stone foundation. Some of this is addition here, but the back part, that's the old part of the house. I had high hopes for the front of the yard, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. I found that wheat penny spill out there on the other side of the driveway. I found another wheat penny in here, but I'm going to spend a little bit of time in here. I can't go into the back right now because they have dogs, and actually they just went in the house, but she asked me not to go back here, so can't get back in there. I don't know how the dirt is over there, if that was filled in or not. But all right, well, we're gonna keep going a little bit here. I might even jump back over to the other side of the driveway. There was a lot of mid-tones, a lot of foil and trash over there, but I mean, I did get the wheat pennies out of there. But I'm just gonna finish up through here and see what I can find. Like I said, I think it's all filled in, but all right, hopefully we'll see you on another target. Well, I moved back across the driveway. Like I said, that yard turned, after that button, there was just nothing really left over there. Just got a couple more junk signals, but just had a decent signal and dug this. It's not an older crotal bell. It's like probably one of them sleigh bells. I don't think it's super old, but it's a find. So we'll get it cleaned up. I'll show you that on the wrap up, but I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay here. I'm getting a lot of junk signals in here. I was hoping this house would be a little better than it was. It looks good, but that's how it is sometimes. You know, you get a house that looks awesome and don't find much, or you'll get a house that you just try just because, and it turns out to be a little treasure trove. There's just really no rhyme or reason. But yeah, we'll keep going a little bit, and I'll either see you on the next find or see you on the wrap. Hey guys, this is going to be the wrap up on those last 2 hunts that you just saw the clips for. This first place that I got to do, as you heard me mention in the beginning of the clip, this was on a house that I had permission 2 years ago. As a matter of fact, if you go back into my videos and you take a look on July 11th of 2019, I put out a video called Amazing Permission, Unexpectedly Cut Short Metal Detecting Finds. And what had happened was I got permission from the lady. She was a little bit hesitant, but she agreed to let me detect. And I went over there that day and talked to her and started detecting the yard. Had an amazing hunt there. That hunt had, I found my second barber half. I found my first barber quarter there, my first large cent there. Just all kinds of neat stuff. Like I said, go back and check out that video from July 11, 2019. She went to the store, came back, and she was a bit hesitant, like I said, to begin with. She had company coming over, and she asked me to leave. She said, I'm not too comfortable with it. And, you know, hey, that happens sometimes. So for the last 2 years, I would go by that house because it's close to my house. And every time I would pass it, I'd be like, I wonder what was in that yard. I wonder what else is in that yard. And it turns out that a few months back, she sold the property. And I was able to get in touch with the new homeowner there, and they were nice enough to let me go in and detect, finish detecting the yard. Unfortunately, the rest of that yard was nowhere near as good as the front of it was. But I did make a few more extra finds, and now I know. I won't be driving by there every day wondering. So get right into it. There was a lot of junk signals in that side yard. There was a lot of tin foil. Like I said, I think the whole side was used as a dump, and the back wasn't much better. So I don't know what was going on there, but unfortunately, the front yard was where it was at, and I had, detected all that first trip out. But I got another mason jar. That's the top. Goes underneath those zinc screw-on lids for the mason jars. So, not too old, but every time I find these intact, I bring them home. I have a whole stack of them. Found some modern clad there. You saw that clip where I found this tag. I don't know what it is, if it's, like an old key tag or a luggage tag or just it could be anything, really. Found a pretty ornate spoon. I think it's just silver plated, but it was kind of neat. Another broken spoon there. As far as the old coins go, I did manage to find 4 wheat pennies. And they dated from 1818, 1840, 1844, 1850. I did find that V-nickel in the front that I had missed on my first trip. And that was in 1909. And then this Jefferson's 1946, not real old, but, it's from the 40s, so not too bad. But at any rate, oh, I'm sorry, and I got the silver dimes. I did get that 1904 dime, which I cleaned these up. I hit the front of it there. But you can see it's really not in good condition. I don't know if that's because it might have been burned. Could be fire damage to it. I'm not sure. But still, it's a silver. It's a barber dime that adds to that collection from that front. And then on the side, I did find a 1935 Merc. Not in too bad a shape either. It's got a lot of torch lines there, so it's pretty cool. But like I said, that was the story about that permission. So I'm glad I got to check it out. My brain won't be wandering away every time I pass it out. But that was that hunt. I'm finished there. I feel comfortable that I covered everything. Now, the next hunt clips that you saw is some of this stuff. House wasn't as good as what I had hoped for. It did appear on the old maps, and that was part of the reason why I drove up that way and chose it. A couple towns away. But I did make a few finds there, enough to make a video. So there's some modern clad there. This thing got mangled by the lawnmower. Some bits and pieces. There's an older button there. Not too old, but it's got like enamel on it. Grommet key shell there. And I did find that one button that you saw in the clips. It was an Old Navy button. When I showed the homeowners the stuff that I had found, they came out. They were very interested in what I was doing and were interested to see what kind of things would be found on their property. When I showed her that button, she was like, "Oh, that's really neat. I'm retired from the Navy." She was a career Navy woman. So, and I believe her husband was retired military as well, but she directly mentioned that she retired from the Navy. So I gave her the button and she was thrilled. You know, to me, it was an old rusted up button. And when I looked it up, it's pre-1941. So I was right in there about the date is, you know, at probably World War One. But I guess after 1941, the eagle faces a different way. So I'll throw up a screenshot of that button and the information, the little info thing that I found that tells you how to identify those buttons. But wasn't a bad hunt, like I said. Did make a few finds. I got that little sleigh bell thing, and it still rings. And you saw that wheat penny spill that I got. I ended up getting 9 wheats out of that yard, and 6 of them were all together. And I don't know which ones. I didn't keep the 6 separate from that spill, but that was pretty neat. There's 3 of them that are pretty much trash. Can't get a date off of them. And then the ones that I could date, there was a 1914, a 1925, 1929, 1941, 1945, and a 1952S. And you can see they're in pretty bad shape. These ones here with the gunk stuck to them, I think these were all part of that spill. And then there was like 1 or 2 other ones. Again, that yard wasn't that great. Out in the front there was definitely topsoil put in there. So, you know, that happens, I guess. Sometimes you're going to run into that. And that part of the yard was filled in. A lot of shallow signals. That's where some of the clad came from. I could go back up there. There was that section of the yard, if you saw in one of the clips, where I said the dogs were out. I have the lady's number, and I'm going to text her this week, and I should have a chance to get back out. So I'm going to text her this week and see if I can detect inside that triangular yard there where the dogs were, and see if maybe there might be some stuff in there that didn't get topsoiled over, but we'll see how that goes. I did get out one other time, and all I found was this. It's I didn't even take a clip of it, but it's one of those old AAA things that used to stick on cars when you belong to the AAA club. And it just says Wyoming Valley Motor Club. It's a pretty heavy piece of brass. That's the back. It would have had like an adhesive here, and you'd stick it to your bumper of your car when you were a member of the AAA club. But that was on one hunt. That was all that I got. And I did stop at another place and detected a small yard, got a wheat penny out of there, and that was it. So I've been busy this last week and a half. So these clips are from almost 2 weeks ago. But going to be getting back out again, hopefully by the weekend. So we'll see if we can get some more clips, enough to make another video. But all right, well, that's it. That's the wrap. I'll throw some pictures in of the finds, and I appreciate you sticking around and watching. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. You get I've noticed I get a lot of views and only a couple of thumbs up. Man, hit that thumbs up. It just kind of lets the YouTube algorithm know that people are interested in it, and they will suggest my videos more and more. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers this year. Not for anything, just to do it, just a goal I have. So like the video, share the video if you would, and consider becoming a subscriber. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next time. Take care, folks.